Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Adam Schuyler. I'm one of the nmrbox staff members, and we're all very thrilled to welcome you to the next workshop in our summer series. Today's workshop is entitled Biomolecular NMR Automation and Applications, and we're thrilled to have a fantastic group of guest presenters today. Woong Hee, Adi, Daniel, Mehdi, and Beat, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing all of the work that you do. This is a huge resource to our community, and these workshops have been highly appreciated by people that attend and all of our nmrbox users that get a chance to go back and look at the video streams afterwards and work through the tutorials. So all of your hard work on this is much appreciated. Thank you. So here is a quick review of the schedule for the day. This is also posted on our website, and you would have gotten a link for that in your registration email and the reminder that went out again this morning. So we're going to be doing, looks like 45-minute talks followed by 15-minute Q&A/breaks, and that'll go throughout the day. And Woong Hee, this is entirely up to you and your team. It's flexible. If you want to change things up as you go, we typically move things around a little bit as needed, so feel free to do so. These are some of the nmrbox people you might see poke their head in today. Jeff is already here, Mark is in, Gerard and Yulia might be coming by later. And there's my picture at the bottom. If there are any questions along the way, we can make use of breakout rooms. So if you're having an issue with something, we can always temporarily kind of move you out of the main conversation into a breakout room with one of the nmrbox team members to help you out. And here's a quick word on protocol for these workshops. It would be helpful if you could enter your full name in Zoom. So if you haven't done that yet, you'll see a toolbar at the bottom of your window. And if you click on participants, that's going to open up this side panel over here. And in that panel, you'll find your name, and you can hover your name on it, click on the More menu, and rename. We're going to be muting all microphones during the talks. But of course, if you have a question, there's a raise hand button in this same toolbar right down here at the bottom. You can click that, and then when the speaker is able to take a pause in their presentation, they'll be able to address your questions. You can also enable your microphones during some of the open discussions and at break times, or if we use breakout rooms. Just remember, every time you come back into the main room, I believe Zoom is going to mute you and turn off your video camera. So feel free to kind of control those as needed. After the workshop, just a couple announcements I'll take care of right now. All video streams, presenter slides, any resources that people choose to share, they'll be posted on our website, and we have them there for all other workshop events as well. There will be a survey that comes out by email. The tutorial data that you'll all be accessing today has already been copied into your home folders in a subfolder called Summer Workshop 2020. And then there are subdirectories there for the speakers. After the workshop, that's going to be removed because we don't need to keep copies of that in everyone's home folder. If you want to continue to work with that data, you can feel free to change the name of that subfolder, and then it won't be cleaned up. In the future, if you ever want to get a fresh copy of it, we permanently archive everything inside nmrbox at /tutorial/workshops. And this information is on the website as well. So that way you'll be able to find where all the archive data has gone, and you can always access these data sets, go back to the slides and presentations, and work through these presentations again on your own. We do have a couple more summer series workshops, so stay tuned for that, and hopefully you can join us for an additional event. And finally, just again, a huge thanks to Woong Hee, Adi, Daniel, Mehdi, Beat, and all of our attendees for what should hopefully be a fun day of presentations and discussion. So I'll pause there for just a brief moment to see if there are any questions from our participants or anything that needs to be addressed that Jeff or Mark might want to throw in here.
Nothing from me.
Okay. Then I think we'll move on into the workshop. So what I'm going to do is give just a brief intro here for Woong Hee, and then he will handle introductions for all of his colleagues and collaborators for the rest of the day. So Woong Hee earned his BA and BS in biochemistry at Yonsei University in Korea. And then he got his PhD in biochemistry at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where he then stayed on as a postdoc and then became an assistant scientist at NMR-FAM, where he was incredibly productive in developing a ton of software that fits a really nice ecosystem that they have there for NMR data processing and analysis. That software includes NMR-FAM Sparky, iPine, Paxi, Ponderosa, Adapt NMR Enhancer, and I believe you had your hand in at least a couple other projects too, but I believe those are the premier ones that you've contributed. And after 7-8 years of time in Wisconsin, congratulations, you are now on your way to University of Colorado, and you've got the skyline behind you to prove it, so I guess you're there. So I've got a nice picture of that skyline here as well. It's a really pretty city. I haven't been, but I look forward to visiting. And a couple other fun bits on Woong Hee here. When he was in college, he was captain of his tennis team. So we've got some tennis balls floating through the background. And he's also got a YouTube channel going with some fun videos on NMR. So there's a very brief intro to Woong Hee. And with that, I'll stop sharing screen and I'll turn things over to you for the first presentation of the day.